Alright, we gotta talk about this FNAF movie because I'm seeing a lot of mixed reviews. By the way, I just woke up. But that doesn't matter. So we're about to rant because I have been dogging this movie on my story. Deserved. This movie sucked, but before we get into that, I'm gonna do a little explanation. Right off the bat, the movie got a 5 stars out of 10 and 25% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is horrible, by the way. Horrible ratings. So not only did it get bad ratings, but people just didn't like the movie. Okay? And I'll be honest, I'm not surprised, and I don't think anyone was surprised, okay? I don't think you guys know this, but usually, anytime a video game or an anime gets a live adaptation, it usually just flops. It sucks. It's very rare for it to actually work out. Like the One Piece show that came out on Netflix. That was actually good. They pulled it off. But it's very hard for them to... It's really hard to pull off a live action movie of a video game or an anime. And they did not pull it off at all. The only time I seen people praising the movie were biased Five Nights at Freddy's fans. They only liked it because it had FNAF in it. They only liked it because the title was Five Nights at Freddy's. So, like, the movie could have been the worst creation mankind has ever made. But the FNAF fans would still like it because it's FNAF. Which, cool, I guess. What, you're a loyal fan, whatever. But it's just kind of interesting how they're biased and they won't admit that the movie just sucked. And yes, everybody has their opinions. So some people might like it, some people might not like it, but I don't think opinions matter in this one because the ratings were horrible. And I've seen more hate than I've seen love for the movie. And since I've seen the movie, because I wanted to see what the hype was about, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I wouldn't even call it a horror movie. It was that bad. It wasn't based off the games, but I think that's what they were trying to do. I heard it was based off of the books, which, who reads the books? Anyways, it made no sense, and for a horror movie, I would have expected more gore, more blood, and I saw somebody arguing in a comment section saying something about it. Oh, it doesn't need blood, it's this and that. It's a horror movie. Well, what kind of horror movie doesn't have blood? Especially Five Nights at Freddy's. It should have blood. But what basically I'm trying to say here is the movie was not good as expected, and it made no sense, and it was just stupid. It was just really stupid. And a lot of people were saying, "Oh, nobody cares what the critics say. Who cares if the movie got a bad rating? The movie is still good." Yeah, to you it is. To Five Nights at Freddy's fans, they probably think the movie is good because, one, they're biased, and two, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. But for people who don't know what Five Nights at Freddy's is, and have never played the games, never read the books, but they're just watching it because, oh, a new horror movie is out, and it looks interesting. So somebody who doesn't play the games or read the books watches this, they're going to think it's bad. They're going to think it's bad. And you might be thinking, oh, well, that's because they're not fans of Five Nights at Freddy's. There has been multiple cases where a franchise or a game has been made into a movie, and somebody who doesn't watch or play those games enjoyed it. Like, for example, the Mario movie. Not everybody's Mario fans, but they enjoyed it because it was a good movie. Same with the Sonic movie. The Sonic movie was good. They watched it. They enjoyed it. And those are just two, like, recent examples. But there's a lot of good examples of movies from video games or from any other franchise that people watched it and they understood it. And not even just understanding it, but they liked it because it was good. This movie was just plain trash. It sucked. And, like, I follow people on Instagram, and, like, I see their ratings. They're like, yo, it was so good. Stop lying. Just stop lying. Stop lying. I mean, I know. Okay, whatever. It's your opinion, but is it? I feel like you're just being biased because the movie wasn't good. But it's good to know I'm not the only one, because after I watched it, I'm like, bro, this sucked. And then when I saw people hating on it, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not the only one then. So I don't really know. I think FNAF fans are delusional because they really think the movie was good, and they're like trying to argue, saying, well, this and that and this and that. Like, in order to watch a movie, I shouldn't have to play this, read that, do this and do that just to understand it. I want to go into a movie theater, watch the movie, and leave the theater understanding and enjoyed what I just watched. I shouldn't have to do this and all this stuff to understand and to get it. It's kind of stupid. It defeats the whole purpose of a movie. So, the movie just plain sucked. And if anybody wants to argue with me, feel free to go in the comments. I love arguing with people. Just go in the comments, please. Say something. And I will surely just shut your mouth. Because there's no arguments. It sucked. It's trash. Alright? And if you don't want to watch a small YouTuber like me with 170 something subscribers, then go watch Moist Critical, or go watch some of the other big YouTubers who have millions of subscribers, and they're even ranting, saying the movie sucked. So if you don't want to hear me rant, go look at the big guys rant. So that's it for the video. I felt that this was needed, because, well, it sucked. And I just think there's a lot of bias going on, especially on Instagram. People's notes, people's stories saying it's good. You don't need to lie, okay? If the movie sucked, just say the movie sucked. You don't have to lie. So I'm sure this video is gonna get people. Maybe, I don't know. It might get them mad. It might get them upset. It might get them annoyed, irritated. Either way, I could care less. And if you're a FNAF fan, you could probably care less about what I'm saying, which is awesome. Good job. But I just hope you realize that the movie sucked. And if you do like it, you probably have bad taste in movies. Because, my God, it was pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed. So, I'm expecting some random FNAF fan who cosplays and makes weird memes to go in my comment section and try to argue with me. And please do. Please. Please, I'm begging you. Argue with me, please. That's it for the video. And I did give it a rating on my Instagram story. I gave it a 4 out of 10. And, I basically said, it sucked. I basically said everything I just said here, but, expanded. So, that's it for the video. By the way, I'm recording this on Halloween. It's Halloween today. So, that's also pretty cool, I guess. But I'll see you guys in the next video.